Okay, we got a building out in Clarence that has aluminum siding and T111 down at the bottom. So we're going to plan on removing the aluminum siding. Some of this T111 is cupped pretty bad, but I think we could just get the bad spots out and leave it on, and then where the T111 is removed, we'll go ahead and foam that out to meet. Some of the windows are trimmed already, some are not. Some of the overhangs are trimmed, some are not. So what we're basically going to provide a quote for is the trim of wherever there is no trim. So like this window, and I can tell that it's got a rotted plate up at the top, so we're going to have to replace some of that 1x3, and that'll be determined as we go, I guess. So the T111 can be gone over. The aluminum's going to have to be removed, and then we could fur it out with insulation board. I got to see what type of siding they have here. We've got some railings that are going to have to be cut back to get the siding behind. This door is covered with a poly vinyl, which is like an AZAC type. So we can just butt to that with the J-channel and caulk. But you can see some of this siding is swaled out, so we're going to have to work at getting it cut back and even out. Check to see how many of these vents are non-working now. So we'll need to know that from the customer, that we can omit and shoot right over or work around. There's brick face here. The apron, we're going to recommend removing this roofing, and I'll set up a separate price for just capping that off with an aluminum cap or shingles to match the upper. But these shingles are shot, and this way we can at least flash everything, and it's not a lot. Okay, we got front brick here. These windows, first three are already trimmed. Second three are not trimmed, so we got to give these three here a cost to trim them. Siding off and on, and we got to jockey around these little supports of the overhang. This side over here, from here to those electric panels, actually to that inside corner where that downspout is, this is all brick, or not brick, but concrete wall behind that siding. So once we strip this off, we're gonna have to put a 3/4 inch furring, Capcon, and shoot it and glue it, and then they'll give us something for us to nail our siding to. So that's going to have to be in here. This is conglomerate of aluminum or electrical is going to be quite the challenge also. So what we'll probably do is end up boxing channeling right around that and put flat coal stock in or around it. Luckily one of the owner's grandsons has got electrical knowledge, so he might be able to help us in getting some tucked up behind there. This window here, we're going to probably find out it's rotted out. We believe this is wood here. Without tearing it off, we won't know. But this is all stone, concrete from here to there. Then we turn into wood. I think this inside corner out would be wood, because this is all wood here, and then around the back. So this trim stays, this gutter stays on this side here. We're going to have to make a provision for this electrical pole, or the electric feed. We'll end up with probably just a flat either a poly wood, or even just a coil stock tucked up behind it without even removing the brackets. Might be the route to go. We got these two windows, three, four, all these four windows had to be trimmed. They're not trimmed yet. This fascia board looks like it's got to be replaced and trimmed going down this rake edge. In the back here, all these gutters, overhanging soffits are going to come off and do it. I'm not going to do it any other way. This has got to come apart, be redone. This has got to come apart, be redone. This upper section here, we don't need to, other than where that little triangle is up at the far side there. Again, this is believed to be wood back here. I'm going to confirm that before I leave. I'm going to have to pop a piece off. Okay, these gutters are going to come off, and we kind of shot. So they're going to come off. They're 6-inch. We'll end up replacing those. This really should get some, they're going to leave this tree in here, at least put some MS on these three gutters here. This one, and this one, at least keep the garbage from collecting them, because you clean these 17 times a year. So the upper two windows on this back dormer do not need to be trimmed. You got a little window there with a little something in it. That's going to have to be, I don't know what that's going to be, but those two windows there are going to have to be trimmed. This window's got to be trimmed. Door's got to be trimmed. This will be a solid wall. No issues, new downspouts. We got the deck area. Coming around here again, back to the front. Nothing on the overhangs here. Everything down will be sided, newly sided. And remove and reinstall that downspout. Possibly put an MS system up there. I have no clue why that's there. I guess it's just catching some of that roof water. That little scupper box. And then no soffit and fascia on this side here. Just going to tear up to it and possibly make ourselves a freeze board. So, quite the challenge. Right here in our wholesome town of Clarence. So, we'll let you know.